Oh, I'm encouraged by it. I think that is the proper course. It's the proper course not only for the president, I think it's the proper course more importantly for the nation. And I certainly include myself here. Senator Kennedy knows very directly. Senator Kennedy and I talked on several occasions prior to the war that my view was that the best evidence that I had seen was that Iraq indeed had weapons of mass destruction. I really have no idea. In part, it's a practical issue. It depends on how long it takes to get agreement on what the independent commission is going to look like. These are serious issues. They're really fundamental flaws. They're not witch hunts and individuals, which you can do rather quickly. And you look, the Challenger and Columbia enterprises, rather simple acts in terms of engineering investigations, how long they took. This is going to be a tough job. I don't think you need artificial constraints either before or after the election. It ought to take as much time as it takes to render the proper and full and complete and credible judgment. Okay, sure thing.
The Senate Intelligence Committee and the House Intelligence Committee should have been given the chance to do that. We were precluded by various people in the administration from taking on what the White House's role was in terms of the use of intelligence, misuse of intelligence, embellishment of intelligence, looking at intelligence, standing back, all of that. My second reaction is that it's inevitable and good because this is the largest thing that's happened in maybe a century. And we've got 30 or 40 years of this ahead of us, and therefore a commission is a good idea. My third reaction is that it should not, as some have suggested, be held off for a year. National security in these days cannot be put off a year. It ought to be done right away. And you know, it may be used by the president in terms of getting by the election. But I can accept that because national security trumps a presidential election every time.
White House says it's going to be okay with the
and the like. And there's a lot to that, but George Tenet has emphasized the human. Kay even says Saddam may have been deceived by scientists who said they had weapons of mass destruction programs going for him and instead were pocketing the money. I mean, we've entered some sort of a twilight zone over there in terms of trying to sort out exactly what was going on. So I think before anybody starts thinking about apologizing or anything else, we need to get on top of this, but we need to be deliberate and careful about the way we do it.